Today we're going to talk about 5 website features real estate agents must have. Hi, my name is Jay Parrish. I'm the Digital Marketing Manager with Coldwell Banker Elite. I get asked questions all the time about real estate websites, what the website should have, what it shouldn't have. So I thought today we'd go over 5 things that you should definitely have on your site. Number 1 is testimonials. I'm starting out with testimonials because I truly believe that's the most important thing that you can have on your website. You can talk all day about how good you are and why a client should use you, but what they really want to know is what other people think of you. So testimonials and reviews make it come across so much more believable, and they trust what other people have to say. To simplify the importance of testimonials and reviews, I want to give you guys a scenario that we're all familiar with. Think about the last time that you were trying to find a new place to eat. You probably got a recommendation from a friend. I want you to think for a second, what did you do next? If you're like most of us, you probably went on Google and searched that restaurant. Then you quickly scrolled through the photos, pictures of all the food, and you read the reviews. You wanted to see, if you're like me, how close that restaurant was to a 5-star review. And really, if it was less than 4 stars, most people are most likely to not even go to that restaurant. So it's extremely important that you get those reviews, because think about how important reviews are to someone who's making the biggest purchase of their life, or one of the biggest purchases of their life, or selling their home. When they're looking for you, the real estate agent, they want to know what other people think, and that's the value of it, and that's the importance of it. So you may be asking, how do I get these testimonials? How do I get people to actually say something about me? Well, you have to ask them. And what I recommend is a week or 2 after closing with that client, that you send them a templated email, something that you've written up that really breaks down the steps to leave a review on Google, Facebook, Zillow, or wherever else you want your clients to be able to, talk about you. So I'm going to leave a template to a sample testimonial email that you can use and just drop in your different Facebook, Google links to make it really easy. If we make it simple, like here's step 1, here's step 2, here's step 3, your clients are very likely to leave you a review, because after all, you've definitely wowed them in the experience, so they want to do whatever they can to help you out by leaving you a testimonial review. So make sure you ask, because that's how you're going to get them. And when you get those reviews on Facebook, on Google, make sure that you go ahead and then post that on your website. So when clients are doing research, they see all the great things that other people have said about you. Number 2 is a contact me form and multiple CTAs throughout your website. One of the best tips I ever received in website design was 10 years ago when I was working on my first website. I had spent hours and hours getting all the photos on there, getting the reviews on there, all of our services, everything. But what I didn't think about was making it easy for my clients to get in touch with that company. So what a friend of mine said was, hey, why don't you just add a contact form on there? And I'll tell you, over the past 10 years with that business, we've gotten thousands of contact form requests. It makes it simple for the client to do that. You can make a contact form using something simple like Google Forms, or most of the website builders that you guys have already have a contact form built in. Couple key elements is you want to make sure that the notifications are sent to an email that you check often. So when you get someone to fill out the form, you're able to reach out to them right away. And you want to keep the form really simple, short and to the point. If you're asking for their entire life story and the first time they're reaching out, they're more than likely not going to fill that form out. So keeping it simple with your name, email, phone number, and just a quick little, what they're looking for, what questions they have. So make sure you get a contact form on your site. You're also going to want to add CTAs, and CTAs are calls to action in several places throughout your site. And what it does is it actually, let's say someone lands on your want to sell your home page, and they're reading through all the different things that you do differently than other agents and how you're going to get their home sold for them. At the bottom, you want to have a button that says schedule a consultation or schedule an appointment. And you want to sprinkle these throughout the site, leading the clients to where you want them to go, which is your contact page that we talked about, and making sure that they see that. So calls to actions are very important, because you can get people to your site and then they don't know what to do. I also recommend having a contact us button in the top right of your website in the menu area, because that's the number one place that people look once they've decided they're going to reach out for you. So make sure you have a contact us button in the menu in the top right. Number 3 is the video bio. I know, you guys have all heard this and you just want to skip past this section right now because video is not something that you want to do. But I want you to think about the importance of video in 2020. First of all, you're watching a video right now. We get our information from videos, and what a video bio does that's different from your written out bio is it makes you come across as real and authentic, and they can relate to you. So don't stress about it. And we don't have the excuse anymore that we don't have the right equipment or we can't do it, because everybody has one of these right now in your pocket, which has an amazing video camera in it. So if you pair this up with a really nice, or not even nice, inexpensive tripod, you can get them for around $30 on Amazon, and a lapel mic, which is a tiny little mic that hooks right onto your clothing to make the sound, because audio is very important. With those things, so your cell phone, the tripod, and the lapel mic, for under $100, you're ready to go. And don't stress about it. Video is not that bad. At first it's weird, you have to get used to it. Everybody goes through that. But the cool thing is you can delete things if you mess up. You can go through and change it. The biggest thing that's going to make you good at video is just practicing. Doing it over and over again is going to make you feel more comfortable and more natural as you're going through it. So make sure that you don't stress and just get out there and make that first video bio and, see how it goes. And if you don't like it, you can do it again. But I know you guys can do it. So make sure you get out there and get a video bio on your website, because it's just going to make you that much more relatable to your clients. Number 4 is a blog with hyperlocal content. Blogging has been around for a really long time. Most of you guys are familiar with it, and most of you read blogs on a regular basis. You are the local expert as a real estate agent, so you want to make sure that you show that to your clients, and a blog is one of the best ways of doing that. And you might think, well, how do I compete with all the blogs that are already out there? I don't know if the area where you're in is different where I am, but in Fredericksburg, Virginia, for example, there are not a lot of agents that are writing about local content. So there's really it won't be that hard for you to actually be able to get your blogs out there and be very quickly known as a local expert in your hometown. Maybe you already agree that you should be doing a blog, but you don't know what you should be blogging about. And this is probably the number one reason why most people don't ever get their blog started, because they're not sure what to do. And what I recommend is that you start with things that you already like to do. Things that you enjoy. One of the most successful blogs that I ever wrote was Why I Love Fredericksburg. And all I did was write about places and things that my family and I already like to do. I already had taken photos of the events that I was able to include in there, and then just posted that. And it went really well, and it was picked up by a local paper, and it got pushed out there to a lot of people very quickly. So some other things that you can think about that you could do, you could write about reviews on events that you've been to, reviews on restaurants. That's always fun. You get to eat and basically get paid, if you look at it that way, to be able to write about the restaurants. And people love reading about things that are going on around them. And it's going to help you very quickly, again, to become that local expert. Number 5, the last feature we're going to talk about today is responsive design. So you might be thinking we're getting a little bit technical here, and it can be technical, but luckily it's not that big of a deal right now. In 2020, just about everybody looking to buy or sell a home is going to be doing so and doing research on a cell phone, or definitely different size devices. So what responsive design means is that your website changes the size, shrinks or enlarges, depending on whether on a laptop, tablet, or a cell phone, to make sure that it's crystal clear and it has a great picture and all the text and everything is easy for them to view. So what you want to make sure is that you double check when you make changes that your site is actually changing the responsive design, or the photos that you're putting on the laptop side are also visible on the cell phone. Now, most modern sites like Squarespace, WordPress automatically do this for you, but if you have an older site, it might not be doing this, and it's something that's very important that you check to make sure that people are able to see it on a cell phone, because most likely most of your traffic is coming through on a cell phone, and it actually helps rank your site better, because Google search focuses on how well your site does on mobile now, how fast it is on mobile. So you want to think about these things. So the idea behind this is that most people are designing their sites on a laptop. So I want to make sure that you are then going and checking what it looks like on a cell phone, and most likely you want to check on an iPhone and an Android to see how it looks on the different operating systems. So that's it. Those are 5 website features that every real estate agent has to have on their website. I hope you guys learned something from these. And if you have any questions about websites or any of these features that we discussed today, don't hesitate to leave a comment or reach out to me, and I'd love to talk websites with you. Have a great day.